Speaker number 8, Robert Warren. Robert Warren, speaker number 8.
Riveted. Riveted. Barbara, you had me before you even uttered a syllable. Why? I love fishing. Many of us love fishing. Fishing to me is like Forrest Gump and a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. There's two things I really enjoyed about your speech I want to talk about today, and two things that I believe can turbocharge it. What did I enjoy? First, stories. Retention jumps by an astonishing 70% when a message is delivered via a personal story. And Barbara, you did that. You did a phenomenal job with that story. The attention to detail was superb. It took us back on a journey to 1905. And who wants to be like their father's sister? Very unusual. That was a great job. I also liked your vivid imagery, your enthusiasm. You stood up, and that was a great thing because we have an energy about us that can't be duplicated by sitting down. Your energy was phenomenal, and your vivid imagery and your detail. You talked about the long cane pole. You talked about the beautiful day and the walk uphill and the beautiful grass field, and then the walk downhill to the pond. I was there. I felt the story. And you were specific. In order to be terrific, you need to be specific. Barbara, you mentioned 4 characters in the story: your Aunt Mary, your Uncle Frank, and your cousins, David and Gary. So I love the story, the personal element of the story, because that's what we remember as listeners. And I love the enthusiasm you brought to it, the detail, the voice inflection. What could make this speech even better? First, I noticed that your head was a little cut off. So your positioning could have been a little better. I think if you would have positioned yourself in such a way that your head wasn't cut off, that would have made an impactful difference. I also think that as good as this speech was, that there's an effect with Zoom that is offered to us, provided to us, that isn't offered to us in normal speaking, where you have a room of people and you're in person. And that is the Zoom effect. I could make eye contact close up with everybody on this Zoom call, whereby I don't have to scan the room like I do in a typical presentation. Now, what does that provide us? It provides us with an opportunity to slow down, lean in, and deliver your message in an impactful, meaningful way, so that when you conclude, people remember it. Remember, what's said last is what lasts with the audience. And your close, where you talked about you were happy to be you. You didn't need to be somebody else. That was a powerful message. And I think if you leaned in, slowed down, and delivered it in that manner, up close, it would have been even more impactful. In summation, you had me at the opening because you talked about fishing, and I love fishing. I thought this was going to be a fish story, and it was. Second, the detail. The attention to detail was phenomenal. Your adjectives. What could be better? Your positioning and the Zoom effect. This contest here.